let's get started up at the top of the mat, standing in Tadasana. Make sure the feet are nice and secure underneath your hips, toes spread, lower belly pulling up and in, shoulders open, chest open. Take a nice deep breath. We'll start by moving through our half sun salutation. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweeping those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Let's move through one more time. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. Let's move through a full sun salutation. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, hands down. Find your way back to plank. Lowering down, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, knees and chest, whatever variation you like. Let the toes release. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose, whatever your pleasure is at the moment. Stay here and breathe. Take one more full breath here. And on your inhale, lift the head if it was down. Find your way to the top of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana, lifting halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, folding forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Now we'll play. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, hands down, step back to plank. Move through your variation of a vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, knees and chest. Inhale into your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale back to down dog or child's pose. We'll stay here for about 3 breaths. On your next inhale, lift the head. We're going to take the right foot forward into a low lunge. So go ahead and swing that right foot forward, however you need to. Back toe can be tucked or not. Totally up to you, whatever your knee's comfortable with. From here, inhale, bring the hands up to the thigh. Exhale, settle into those hips. Make sure that front foot is nice and grounded into the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up by the ears. Hands can touch or not, whatever your shoulders are happy with. Lift the chest. Open the heart, breathe. On your exhale, bring the hands to the thigh. Tuck the back toe if it's not already. You might have to scoot your knee forward and move into high lunge. So take a nice inhale. As you exhale, lift that back knee. Good. Make sure that the knee is over the ankle so you're nice and aligned. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Now inhale, bring it back to square hips. Rotate on the ball of your foot and find crescent. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Now I'm doing a nice full circle with this left arm or your back arm. Inhale the crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. It just feels good at the moment, but you can do anything you like with the arms. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, warrior 2. Let's go one more time. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Stay in warrior 2. Heel toe it back if you need more distance between heels. And breathe. From here, let's move into triangle pose. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge those hips and find your Trikonasana. Placement of the top arm is where you prefer. You can extend it. You can bring it to the waist, bind behind the back for a little extra shoulder opening. Totally up to you. On your next inhale, come up to vertical. Exhale into your warrior two. Let's cartwheel the arms down to the mat. Inside of the front foot, back heel flips up and lower down. Let's take lizard pose. So heel toe that right foot out to the edge of the mat. Flex the foot, outwardly rotate the thigh so you're in the pinky edge. Lift the chest, use blocks here if you have them and you want them underneath your hands. Otherwise, fingertips, palms of the hands. We're looking for the uplifting energy here. Good, so you have an option here. You can stay and enjoy this twist, or bring your left palm or fist to the mat and take a twist. So we're going to spiral around, right arm reaches back for the foot. If you can connect, then go ahead. If you can't connect, then it's okay. Keep the intention there. Open the chest, lots of space between the thigh and the heart. One more breath. Gently release the hand down to the inside of the foot. We're going to flip into Skandasana, or side lunge. So go ahead and flip all the way around. Now if you're inversion free, make sure not to lift your hips too high so that you don't accidentally flip into an inversion. Straight leg here, knee and toe up to the ceiling. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Now if it's available to you and you want a little extra stretch through this leg, go ahead and start to hinge forward. And just breathe. Good. From here, come up to vertical. If you are folded forward, turn to the top of your mat, find high lunge, and then we're going to shift into warrior three. So lift those arms first, then start to shift. Find your warrior three. Arms can go again where you like, by your sides. Palms can press together at your heart, or if you want to be an airplane, let the arms come out to the side. Breathe here. Good. On your inhale, come up to vertical, tucking the toe if you need to, and find tree pose. So we want to find a parallel position first with that floating thigh. Then outwardly rotate and connect your foot. Just make sure it lands above or below the knee. Then once you find your placement, press it into the standing leg. Palms of the hands can come together at your heart. If you're a little wobbly, it's all good. Go with it. And breathe here. Good. On your exhale, bring the foot down to the mat. Find Tadasana, sun salutation. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold hands down, step or float back to your plank, and move through your vinyasa. Knees touch chin, chaturanga, knees and chest. Release the feet. Inhale, back bend up choice, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose, and stay here and breathe. So take one more breath here. Inhale, lift the head. Step the left foot forward, find your low lunge, exhaling where you need to. Now again, the back toe can tuck if you like or not, whatever feels most comfortable for that knee. And inhale, bring the hands up to the thigh. Exhale it where you need to. Good. From here, sweep the arms up by the ears, lifting the chest, opening the heart, letting the hips sink down. Good. On your next breath, bring the hands to the thigh, tuck that back toe. You might have to scoot the knee forward a little bit so that your weight is really on that front foot. We're going to come up to high lunge. Take your inhale. Exhale, press it up. Good. Find your crescent pose. And then exhale, open up to warrior two. Now we're using the back arm, sweep it down and up, Square off to crescent, inhaling. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale the crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Let's go one more time. Exhale, warrior two, and settle here. You can walk that back foot if you need to for more depth. We'll stay for a couple breaths. Good. Let's move into triangle pose. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms come up. Exhale, hinge those hips and find your Trikonasana. Allow the top arm to go where you prefer today. Extended on the waist or behind the back. Good. On your inhale, come back up to vertical. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel those arms down to the inside of the front foot. Square up the hips. Let's find lizard. Back knee comes down. Heel toe the left foot to the left edge of your mat. Flex the ankle. Outwardly rotate the thigh, and then maybe the pinky edge of the foot touches. Maybe it doesn't. We want energy in that ankle so that we don't overstretch the outer part of it. We want strength and stability there. Inhaling, lifting the heart, and settle into your lizard. Good. Okay, so let's bring those hands down. Oh, wait, I'm skipping ahead. We do that twist. Bend up the back leg, reaching back with the left. If you can connect, go ahead and grab the foot. If you can't, then keep the intention there. When you keep the intention there, the hamstring gets a lot of work, so that's actually a good thing. No matter which variation you're in, lift the chest. Make sure there's lots of space between the thigh and the chest. Gently release. Now we flip into our Skandasana. Tuck the back toe, flip the hips, come into your side lunge. Make sure that the knee and toe are pointing upwards. Start by sitting up nice and tall. Again, you can use props underneath your hands if you have them. Okay? If this feels good and you're getting a sufficient stretch through the leg, then stay. If you'd like to get a little bit deeper into that stretch, start to walk the hands forward and start to fold. As you do that, the tail and the sit bones will move back, and that's okay. One more breath. Go ahead and walk your hands to the top of the mat. Find your high lunge. We move into warrior three. Make sure your weight is into that left foot. Release the hands and start to shift the weight. Find the balance. Back leg floats up. Arms can go where they feel the best for you. By your sides, palms together, or out like an airplane. Good. On your inhale, start to float up to vertical. Back leg comes forward. Keep it parallel. Thigh pulls up towards the chest. Tree pose. Now outwardly rotate. Find the connection of the foot along the inner thigh or inner leg, just not on the knee joint. Once you find that connection, press the foot in. Palms press together at the heart. Eyes stay focused straight ahead and breathe. Good. From here, gently release the foot down to the mat. Find Tadasana, Sun Salutation. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or float back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Settling in for a few breaths. And while you're here, take the time to check in with how you feel now that we've done both sides. How do you feel physically? What's going on mentally? And it's non-judgmental. It's just a simple observation to figure out what works and what doesn't work for you. And on your next inhale, lift the head. Exhale where you need to. We're going to move into pigeon pose. So we're going to take that right leg, extend it back, and then swing the knee forward. So it comes kind of between the hands, but a little bit more over to the right. It doesn't matter if the shin bone goes across the mat or not. If you bring the foot forward, you'll get more intensity, of course, but you do what your hips like to do, wherever they want to go today. And again, we're lifting the heart, lifting the chest, working the back bend a little bit while the hips get a little low. So stay upright here, coming onto fingertips. If you have the balance, you want to go a little deeper, you can bring one hand to the foot and one to the thigh, and that'll bring you even further upward. Just make sure that your breath is consistent. If it becomes short and difficult, then you're probably a little too deep into the back bend. Good. From here, gently sit down onto your right hip, turn to the front of the mat. So you're in a nice wide Janushirshasana. Janushirshasana. There it is. Foot comes to the inner thigh. Inhale the arms out to your side, and then exhale, side bend. So this bottom hand can come in front, can come onto, or can come across. I feel more stability here, but you may actually feel better here or here. So try them and see which one works for you. Keep the chest open. We're trying to stack the shoulders so that there's nice space and you get a nice opening through the lower back. And now this arm can stay on the thigh. You can reach up. You can sweep it over the ear, whatever feels the best. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. And on your inhale, come up through vertical. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat about a foot away from your hip. We're going to sweep up and kneel. And this straight leg is going to go along for the ride. So press your weight up. You might have to adjust the hand a little bit. And sweep the top arm over your ears to get a nice stretch, a little bit of an arch here through the front of the body, front of the hip. And then gently sit. Now let's take the other side. So we're just simply going to sweep the legs around. Bring that left knee forward for your pigeon. Find your sweet spot. Lifting the chest, letting the shoulders open up to the side. And find whatever depth of this pose feels right for you in this moment. Doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It matters what you do today. We want to honor what the body is saying. We don't need to push it further than it wants to go. Take one more breath in your pigeon. And now from here, sit down onto that left hip. Outwardly rotate the straight leg. Janushirshasana, a nice wide variation. We're going to take our side bend. Make sure that both sit bones are on the mat. And if you're not facing perfectly side, it's fine. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And then exhale, side bend over the straight leg. Again, that arm can be palm up in front of the leg. You can hold onto the shin bone, or you can bring the arm across. Shoulders stack. Left arm can go where you like. Just as long as you have a nice healthy stretch going on through the left waistline. Good. On your inhale, come up to vertical. Exhale where you need to. Let's take that sweep on our knee, so the left hand will come down a distance from the hip. Sweep up onto that left knee. Go ahead and give yourself a nice stretch through the body, opening the chest, keeping the chin towards the armpits. Maybe a little bit of an arch. And then have a seat. Good. Let's take a straddle. So opening up the legs to whatever distance feels right for you. Again, knees and toes up towards the ceiling of the sky. Sitting up nice and tall. And then exhale, start to hinge forward. And we'll stay here probably for about 5 to 8 breaths, something like that. Keeping it a little bit more on the active side, making sure that the chest stays open and lifted. Good. Take one more nice, full, big breath here. On your inhale, start to bring yourself up to vertical. Exhale where you need to. Use your hands, bring the legs together. Now facing the front of your mat or the back of your mat, whichever one you prefer. Go ahead and bend the knees so the feet are flat. Make sure you have enough space behind you so that when we roll back, you can be on the mat. So go ahead and roll down through the spine. All right. Just allow yourself to lie here for a moment. Keep the heels in line with the sit bones. So that means that there's a little bit of space between your feet. Just let yourself relax here. Good. From here, just simply hug the knees in towards the chest. You can hold on underneath or you can hold on top, totally up to you. And gently rock from side to side. This provides a nice little massage for your back. Just make sure that the tail is not pointing upwards. We still want our tail to be pointing down towards the bottom of our mats. Finish up that rocking and come back to neutral. Flex the feet and let the feet come as if you're standing on the ceiling for happy baby. Again, you can hold on behind the knees anywhere along the lower leg, or hold on to the outer edge of the foot, or go with the yogi toe lock and hold on to your big toe. Whichever way you decide to hold on, make sure that the arms are inside of the knees. And again, the sacrum or the tail is reaching for the mat. Just breathe here. From here, bring the bottoms of the feet together, bring the hands onto the ankles, and let the knees kind of fall away. So the arms and legs are hanging off one another. Kind of like a floating down angle pose. Good. From here, gently lower the feet to the mat for reclined bound angle pose. And the hands can rest wherever they're most comfortable for you. So on the legs, on the belly and chest, or out to your sides. And it's okay to let the eyes gently close here if you like, as we're settling down. But from here, when you're ready, Allow the legs to extend long underneath you for Shavasana, about mat width apart. And give your legs a little bit of rotation. This helps the body kind of relax a little bit more and let go of any unnecessary tension. If it's chilly where you are, bring a blanket over you to stay warm. Arms are by your sides, shoulder height or lower, palms flip upward. Let your eyes close and take rest. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. Let the arms extend up overhead by your ears. Nice big full body stretch. And go ahead and step the feet up, either mat width apart or hug the knees in towards your chest. And then gently rock from side to side. Go ahead and roll onto your right side into fetal position, using the bottom arm as a pillow. Gently press yourself up to a seated position, eyes remain closed. And either bring your hands together at prayer at your heart, or bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. And take this opportunity to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? Now take a few moments for some gratitude. What are you thankful for in this moment? And give a few reasons why. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.
Avoiding going upside down in your yoga classes? Avoid common mistakes that are made when staying head over heart to accelerate your transformation. Click the link in the comments to learn more and to get my free guide on how to modify common poses.